So here's what we've got next. What we did was we created these plexiglass risers, and all we did was we just covered like a basic IKEA table, okay? The awesome part about tables like these is the legs unscrew so you can store them in the garage when you're not using them. And here's the best part. In case your table got all like nicked and chipped and you're like, oh, what do I do? The top doesn't look very good anymore. What a better idea than to just decorate it, okay? So we're gonna show you how we did this, but we did something really similar for Katherine Heigl. And basically, we wanted to have this beautiful decor-scape, but we wanted to have things underneath it so you could put your drinks on top. And it's kind of a way, in case you have a small table, you don't have a lot of space for a flower arrangement, this is a really easy way to do it. Beautiful. So all we did was we just got a piece of plexi from the hardware store. And then we had them cut little feet for us. A lot of times you can just have, like, you know, they might have these pre-done. And by the way, they don't have to be plexiglass. They could be anything. And so all you do is you just take your glue gun and you just put a little bit of glue here for each of the feet. Pop it on like that, super easy. And the best part is that you can do them on any height. So as you can see over there, the plexiglass is a different, we've got a square one, we've got a more rectangular one, and you can alternate them. So if you wanted to have...
It seems like you could even do, like, if you change the decor, so if you're at the beach, you'd put something like sand, right?
Exactly.
Or seashells. I love that. It's gorgeous.
Exactly. And so all you do is you basically, I didn't do such a hot job of making sure they were even, but you make them even. The good part is you can still yank them off and redo them. And then look, all you have is you've created this fabulous tablescape like this in like 1 second, okay? And then you're right. So you can just put whatever you want underneath it and completely change the look. The other thing too is you could use even a big tray. So if you wanted to have a big tray and then line it, you know, with rocks and stuff underneath, or depending on what your color scheme is, but it's kind of a cool idea to cluster the components and remember that food looks really good, as do most things, on black. So that's how we've got like the stones here. Another insanely inexpensive thing that people forget is like dried beans or lentils and things, and you can get these at the dollar store. And remember, you're not going to eat them. So just put them underneath. You can just put them underneath your platter here. You can even put them on your trays and put your food right on it, right?
Wow.
And it looks so much better because it makes the colors pop and the whole thing. And then what we did was we just got a whole box of moss.
I love this moss.
But you can get it at the craft store, right? And it's so easy. And then what we did was we just had some kumquats and stuff in the yard, and that's what we put on top of that moss. But talk about inexpensive, right? It couldn't be more inexpensive. And then all we did was we just added a little bit of vegetable oil and kind of buffed up the leaves there, polished the leaves there, right? So we've got to make sure we've got all kinds of details going. So that's the next tip about
what's this one?
This one is just another option.
Glass.
Yeah, glass. Now, just remember, this is safety glass, but still, it's glass. So obviously, probably don't need to say this, but we don't want to have the, you know, Dumb and Dumber video. You're not going to put food on top of the glass. This would be underneath, and you're going to make sure that, you know, you don't have kids around and that are going to start playing with this stuff. But another option too that looks really good, that's sort of this same shape, is like rock salt. And it's another thing that's really inexpensive. You can get a lot of it, and it just looks really great. And then again, that you could put food on top of.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Love it. What's next?